Today, on Be Something Wonderful, they never told you you are already a perfect vibrational match. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and these are the studios of Be Something Wonderful, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, good morning and welcome back to the studios of Be Something Wonderful. One of you reached out to say that you finally manifested you and your boyfriend, your specific person, living together. After he right out refused that he doesn't want to take that step. Continually said he's not ready to take the step of living together. And she said, you know, Tom, I was beginning to believe that it would never happen until I saw that video where you talked about the Abraham Hicks quote, and that if you desire it, you're already a perfect vibrational match, that your desire is evidence that it's done, whether you believe it or not. Well, this is powerful because now she is living together with her boyfriend. He changed his mind. But what happened? She manifested a version of him in her reality where he wants to live with her, where he wants to live together. Very powerful. Let's start with the Abraham Hicks quote. If your desire is strong enough, it doesn't matter what your beliefs are. If you have a desire that is strong enough, that desire will be the dominant vibration and will override any other vibration that you have. Why? Why is that powerful? Why is that true? Because your desire is your dominant vibration. Hear it again. If you desire something, if you want something, if you imagine something, if you affirm something, it must be yours, or you couldn't desire it, you couldn't want it, you couldn't imagine it, you couldn't even think of it unless it was already yours. Your desire is your dominant vibration. We're the ones that create the idea of I can't believe it, or I feel separate from it, or it's not mine. It is your innate desire or impulse to know yourself as source. That's what desire is, whether you believe it or not. Let's unpack this like we never have before. You are already a perfect vibrational match for everything you want and desire, or you wouldn't even be able to want and desire it. You are already perfectly aligned with everything you imagine and affirm for yourself, for others, and your world, or you wouldn't even be able to imagine and affirm it. So your wanting and desiring is not evidence of lack and separation, but rather it's proof and evidence of fulfillment and unity of and with everything you want and desire. Wow. That's what we're talking about. Your wanting and desire is not evidence or proof of lack and separation. That's what we assume or believe. But rather, it's the proof of fulfillment. It's evidence of fulfillment and unity with everything that you want and desire. It's law. You can't want and desire what does not exist as a fulfilled reality within you here and now. Wow. This changed everything for her. Very powerful. So your physical, conscious wanting and desiring for people, events, and things, or in other words, experience, is that innate urge within you as all that is, as consciousness, as awareness, to be aware and conscious of yourself as all that is, as existence. That's what all desire is. We put it through a filter of people, events, and circumstances. But it's that innate urge to know yourself as source. It's the livingness of life. It's consciousness to be conscious of something, awareness to be aware of something. What is that something? It's self, because there's only awareness, there's only consciousness. It's that natural creative impulse or urge of source or the creator to create. That's what desire is. It's the will of that one life, that one existence, God, the will of God, to live or exist. That's what the will to live means. And it's always free. That's what free will means. It's the freedom to exist as all that is, as everything, everywhere, all at once. It's the livingness of life. It's the beingness of existence. God is. And as all that is, that beingness, that livingness is you. That's that urge to know yourself as the creator. Wow. That's powerful. And remember, we talk about these 7 levels of creation. And we've talked about those in other videos. The 7th level being God or existence itself. Being the I of I am. The great I am. I exist. The great isness of existence. The great ultimate one reality that just is. And then there's the birth of self-awareness. I am awareness of being, or what the ancients called the birth or God's son. Right? I am awareness of being, the birth of self-awareness, all that is, or beingness. It's that one existence, that one isness, knowing itself as that one. That beingness of the isness. Right? The am of the I am. I am. I exist. Then there's level 5, identity. The ultimate self-concept. The identity as what? The identity as the Christ, the Son of the living God. In other words, the identity as all that is. As that beingness. It's the birth of desire. That's what the Son of God is. It's the desire of what? To be. To live. To know itself. To be conscious. To be self-aware. To be aware of itself as that great ultimate reality. That's all desire is. It's an innate urge. Level 5 is your identity as the Son of God. That's why in Scripture, when Jesus asked his disciples, who does man say, or what do people say, or who do people say the Son of God, the Son of Man is? In other words, the physically focused you. And they went off on a tangent, saying Jeremiah or John the Baptist, Elijah, one of the prophets, who knows? Right? Who do they say the Son of Man is? Who do they say that I, the Son of Man, am? This is what Jesus asked his disciples. Not once, but twice. Because they answered with all those others. And then Jesus, your I am awareness of being, asks again, but who do you say I am? And then finally Simon Peter answers, Christ, the Son of the living God. You as the Son of Man, your physically focused identity as the Creator. Then you have all the other levels. Levels 4, your assumptions, your beliefs. In other words, your truth. What's your truth? What do you believe is true of yourself and your reality? Then you have your thoughts and your feelings, or what we call changing emotions, level 3 and 2. Then there's level 1, the physically focused conscious you and the physically manifesting experience. But it's still I am. 1 plus 6 equals 7. You, that physically focused you in your physically focused experience, that projection and reflection, you are all that is. And 6 plus 1 equals 7. That's complete, absolute reality. And you get to identify, and when you identify as that one, now you're living the life of your dreams. Wow, that's powerful. So you always ask, well, how? The I am manifesting method, what I call the method. It's just the method because you are it. You are the process. We can call it the I am manifesting method. But remember, you're the manifestation. You're it. Your reality. What's the I? Imagine and identify as the source and creator of all that you want and desire. You are already a perfect vibrational match. Imagine and identify as Christ, the Son of the living God, as a perfect vibrational match for everything that you want and desire. Then what's the A of I am manifesting method? Assume and affirm you already are and have everything you want and desire. And then allow your assumption affirmation to be the proof. Your desire is the proof. You don't need anything outside of that. It's not the proof of separation and lack. It's the proof of fulfillment and unity with everything you want. Assume, affirm, and allow it all just to be. What's the M? Then make your assumption and your affirmation of yourself and your reality your truth, your only reality. Then move in that conviction, no matter what you're thinking, feeling, doing, or seeing. That's the M. Make it that assumption and that affirmation of yourself and your reality, your truth, the only reality. And then move in that conviction no matter what the circumstances or conditions are showing you. No matter what you're thinking or feeling or doing or seeing. No matter what. Remember, it doesn't matter what you believe when your desire as reality, as the Son of God, that innate urge, is strong enough. It becomes your dominant vibration because it is your dominant vibration. These aren't. And so you change everything with that idea. Right? And level 1 is your physically focused personality or experience. Wow. That's powerful. They never told you. They never told you that you're already a perfect vibrational match. You're already perfectly aligned with everything that you want and desire. It's not about struggling to believe it. Whether you believe it or not, you're a perfect match. But you can create the idea that you're not. You can create the experience that you're not aligned, that you're not a perfect vibrational match. You remember, that's what free will is. You're free to create any experience. But why not know that when you desire it, it's done? It's you. It's everything that you could want and desire must already be yours. You must already be all that you want and desire to be, or you couldn't even desire it or want it. That's power. They never told you. You are already a perfect vibrational match. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and these are the studios of Be Something Wonderful, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, thank you. Thank you for being with me. Be sure to follow the Tom Kearin YouTube channel. Some big videos have been coming out on that channel as well. You can find us there at The Tom Kearin. More content coming. We also have a live stream this month on July 27th, and we're going to have more frequent live events on the Be Something Wonderful membership channel coming this year. Creators, with great love, with great light and infinite gratitude, this is Tom Kearin here in the studios at Be Something Wonderful. Until next time, we'll see you soon.